Let's see. Wake up. The hub and the eagle. So we are doing another one. And I titled this Nine Principles. Nine Principles. What's dualism? It's not so fellow. I love this picture. I think that's the thing with it. So I don't smoke as much. So, but hey, sometimes, that's natural. I don't have a problem with it. I'm trying to do it. So I'm trying to also stream on other two have a stick user streaming, hanging out. That's it. And again, out this platform is different. So that's the plan. It seems like it's not taking it. I don't know what's going on with it. Problem now, conversing with our converse conversations, and let's see if that works. So anyway, we don't need that because I am going to tell you about that platform, what I experienced today. I'm saying, I'm going to come on the camera and do it. Excuse my presence. I did wash yesterday. It's all about presentation. But anyway, yes. First, let me speak about that. On this platform. I'm not on it right now. I wanted to stream and do some marketing and work that platform. It's a lot of single people on there, a lot of women, and I noticed that at night, the women that's on there at night seems to be a little more hanging out, you know what I'm saying? Just trying to meet guys, whatever. Some of the women live in Las Vegas and they're working hard, you know what I'm saying? They're cute, very, very cute. Hey, yeah, man. Anyway, very cute, barmaids and stuff like that, I guess in Vegas. And then during the day, and sometimes when they're not working, they're streaming, and they're making money from that because they have like awards, coins, and stuff like that, and you can buy and you pass it on to them, and so they make another form of stream of income with that stream. But I noticed at night they seem to be a little more like it's like hanging out, hanging out in the club, the VIP people, and you speak and they're just hanging out. Some of those women also they be getting drunk online. Oh my, and talking, talking a lot of stuff, and you say like, wow. So I am getting back into that mode. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna tell you too much about this. Maybe one day we can speak about relationships and stuff like that. But it's all about forgiving and caring, and if you forgive, you care. You know what I'm saying? But I've been checking out these sites, they're like single sites, and women on there and some guys on there. And let me say, so it's safe. I can say it's safe at night. You know what I'm saying? Six on. I guess when a lot of them come from work and they're home and they're lonely. They're lonely women and they start streaming and having conversation online. And, you got some creeps. Oh my, you got some real creeps coming on there, man. They kind of like look scary, pedophile. I don't know. Yeah, I hate to judge people cover the book, but pretty creepy, pretty creepy. And some of the women over tattoos, face tattoos, and grunge music, and these are like women with the grunge music, it's crazy. So I learned, I observed, I learned, and I said, man, wow, to get back into that secrecy and dating, out like that, I'm good in my second career, man. I'm not looking for it. You know what I'm saying? I do like company from time to time to time, you know what I'm saying? But, during the day, though, a lot of these, I call them girls, they're not women because they stay home and they couch potatoes, man, mental illness. I'm telling you, schizo. And it's like they're sitting in a couch staring into this screen, the black screen, staring into the phone or the computer, wherever they're at, to the camera. And they just like eyes wide open staring and you be chatting and saying things to them and they're like, what's saying? And then you know what I'm saying? It's like you're I know you just you're thirsty and stuff like that, and schizo. Um, just to give you an example, so this young lady, so I went on and said, I check it out. I went on from the live, and she's sitting there, and I see her like that staring into the screen, and then she says that she wasn't feeling much. I said, oh, you're feeling what they call melancholy? I said, she didn't know what I meant by that. I don't think that's a derogatory term, melancholy. But I told her it's like if you want to go outside in the sun or it's raining, you know what I'm saying? So you're like, oh, you bumped out. That's good. Good. You know what I'm saying? I could look it up. I really didn't go in depth with the definitions of that. Then she thought about it, and after a while, she grew up. Who are you coming out here and trying to judge me? And then I asked her a question, how you feel? She said, I'm feeling too good. So I said, oh, you feeling bad? And she said, who are you? Come on here. I said, and judging me and stuff like that without knowing me. I said, girl, I asked you a question. You told me you felt like this. So I said, oh, you feel like this? You know what I'm saying? And then I said, life is not about that serious. Well, she grew up. I was like, wait a minute. She's on medication. I said, and you gotta respect that. I deal with that mental in my household. You know what I'm saying? Mindset of the schizophrenic, my son, and dealing with this. So I know what we go through. So I kind of look at it and say, man, so during the day on this site, let's see that. So I'm careful of that. Now during the day, I'm like, I'm not gonna do that during the day. I don't. I got other things to do, so I'm reading books. I got other things to do. I take care of my 2-year-old granddaughter, and read to her, and make sure she eats her meals, and just be around the house and clean. You know what it is? We got kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm cleaning like every 10 to 15 minutes. I'm clean. You know what I'm saying? It's a job. It's rough. It's a job. So I said, let me concentrate on that. I'm not going to get on during the day. But let me tell you something. It's very addictive. Very, very addictive medicine. I'm not going to promote it here. But anyway, let's get to the subject. So we're talking about dualism, and the reason why I mentioned it, not principle. And let me do something here also. Let me put in the link. So if anybody wants to come on, they're welcome to come in. So I'm going to just drop the link there, and maybe I should drop it on Facebook too, right? Just if anybody wants to come on, they're just welcome to come on. That's the link. Let me do this. I gotta go here, put it on my, I guess on my Gmail, put it on my Gmail, and just let me do a little house, a little housekeeping. So like that, and then I'm gonna get to the subject at hand. You know what I'm saying? And that's it right there. And so I'm just gonna be on the Facebook. I'm gonna go to this kind of public Facebook on here. Over here. Trying to see what I can put on my Facebook page. I'm thinking maybe I should do it here. On the phone. Yeah, I can do it on the phone. Sorry. Let me do it on other phone. I got like multiple devices here, so and I do have a interface. What they call a device that helps me, that I can broadcast different podcasts, different destinations, three destinations. On StreamYard, I can do three destinations, but on that particular box, I can do another three. So I can do Spotify on there, and sound, audio. I can do any other ones, but I have to set that up. So I don't have it set up now because I said I'm sharing this with my grandson. I got to set it up, and then I have to turn it down and look for the boards and set everything up. So I'm going to a little bit. I should have done this beforehand, but you know what? I'm doing it now. You know what I'm saying? So just give me for a second. So there goes the link, and I am here, and I want to pull up. I want to pull up my Gmail, right? And then I can read that and take it and put it into this here, that link. I can take that link right here, right, to do this. Let's do this. And I'm trying to copy here. And we're going to go back to Facebook, right? And on Facebook, I can paste it. So I'm going to put it on, directly on my page. Here it goes. On my profile. Man. And here it goes, y'all. And paste. And there we go. So it's on my Facebook. Right there. And I can do it on this chat, right? Yes, I can do it on the chat. I can do it on the chat. Right here. And what I'm going to do here, my I need to for you and see how you're doing. So it's on my Facebook. There goes StreamYard. It's all right. Okay. And yeah, there we go. Okay. So let's talk about it. If you want to come in, you can come in, chime in. So when I say the 9 principles, I'm talking about the Valiant, the 9 principles of the sacred wisdom of the movie. There are 9 principles. I can bring it up, like the principle of rhythm, the doctrine of rhythm, the doctrine of gender, so. And the reason why I said dualism, because dual means two, right? Right? Like you got individuality, indivisible duality, because we as individuals, actually we are good and bad beings at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So we have those two characters, so we're dual, right? But not only dual, I think we're tri, because in the center there is, you got good and evil, and then just simply be. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna find the right term for that. We call it ahad, you know what I'm saying, and super teaching. But I'm gonna find the right terms for that. You know what I'm saying? The try. And in other words, like in mathematics, you have 3 and 6 would be dual, right? 6 and 3, and 9 is the center. So 3 and 6 alternates and becomes that 9 in the center. You have also +1, you have -1, and in the center you have, in algebra, you have that center, that 0, that one back, right? So in gender, you have masculine and feminine, but then that doctrine is you have gender, you have rhythm. Rhythm also has what? You know what I'm saying? You got the different, with a rhythmic pattern, vibration. You got dBs, you got the highs and you got the lows, right? It's the wave, right? But in that center line, right, it's what? It's rhythm. You know what I'm saying? So those are 9 principles that people study in the Kabbalah, and it's so it speaks about dualism. The reason why I brought this up because you have certain podcasts, certain brothers, they play on it. They want to play on the dualism because when you play on the dualism, right, and you know one side, the other side, and you put them against each other, you know what I'm saying? So they battle each other, you know what I'm saying? So it's like boxing. You got it's the ring, it's the event, but then you have one boxer, the red corner, and you have the blue corner, right? And they're in that same boxing box arena, and they go and clash, and they go at it. So you got people from all this country that play on that, on that dualism. You know what I'm saying? So we have to be careful with that. Very, very careful with that particular of 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 type. You know what I'm saying? Because again, it creates conflicts. You know what I'm saying? It creates friction in that conflict, and it gives me headaches. You know, it gives me headaches. So that's dualism. And you find that in religion because you have what? You have God, and you have good, and you have evil. Oh, good is like live, right? The living. It's to live, to grow, nature, right? But you flip live over, you got evil, right? When you look at it, right? Everybody knows what I'm speaking about because, you got live, right? Right? Equal, flip it, you got equal, right? You got live and heal when you look at it backwards, right? And there you go. Live, right? I should put an equal sign, sorry. And then evil. I'm kind of like a little, I've been reading, I've been running around. I'm not going to say it too long. Not a little bit more, but my mind is racing right now. Reading a lot, So, that's again paradoxical thinking, you know what I'm saying? Going both, and that's what the doctrine of the 9 principles, especially the sacred wisdom of the Buddha and the Kabbalah, that's what teaches of how to think paradoxically, right? How to think paradoxically. And it's not actually dualism. It's not. The dualism just concentrates on one side, the other. This doctrine concentrates on the three, because the one side, the other, and the central point. The central point is wonderful. That's what it, what I'm saying? It embodies that, the tribe. Like we're beings that are not really dual, right? Only when they use the word individual, right? But we're tribe beings, because we have perspective. We see ourselves a certain way, and then others see us another way, but then there's the reality of who we really are. The thing is to be yourself and be who you are. And so that's why I brought up that conversation about Buddhism, because I see that a lot of our people are caught up, because that's what religion teaches. So a lot of people are caught up in that dualism doctrine, the principle, and they're not, they look. That's critical thinking. Thinking one side or the other side, but they're not thinking paradoxically. And when they analyze analytically, and they think paradoxically. In other words, one people will say, the sun rises in the morning, right? So they believe that the sun rises in the morning. That's it, okay? But then another group will say, well, the sun doesn't rise; it's just the earth tilting, so it appears to be rising, right? So they stick to that. So they say, you're wrong. That's critical. You're wrong because the sun doesn't rise. And the other group says, no, you're wrong because I see it. The sun is rising. But paradoxically, they both right. They both right. The sun appears to be rising. It's there in the language. Listen, it appears to be rising because of the tilt, right? So they both right. But sometimes you got people that are arguing. I've seen that in certain classes. And I see people argue that at that point. No, man, you're wrong. The sky ain't blue. It's the nitrogen, it's the reflection of the waters of the ocean, and then the other person says, no, bro, I'm looking at the sky. That shit is blue. You can't tell. So they start arguing, but not realizing, oh, we're both right. We're both right. And yeah, you can see it's blue because that's the fastest color spectrum coming at you, but at the same time, it's the nitrogen and that's the reflection, you know what I'm saying, of that color, of that spectrum, and that bouncing off water. So they both right, but that's paradoxical thinking, you know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, you see people arguing, you got to look at it and say, well, that conflict, there's a third one. Let's look for that third element. Let's look at for that. The third one. Let's put it, let's get paradoxical. So that's how you kill dualism. It's a reality, it exists. People think like that, but at the same time, you can kill that. When you expose, again, the third party, or you expose the third element, and you say, let's expose it, let's expand it, let's think about this, and you see how it, boom, opens up, and you resolve conflict. You resolve a lot of conflict. So again, a lot of podcasts use this to go to debates. That's what debates is that these debates online, that's what they do, is they will put one side against the other side. And until someone comes along and they don't want that, you see. But someone comes along and puts you together and be paradoxical and it kills the conflict. Sometimes they're like, nah, no, I can't have you around because I'm making money out of the conflict. I'm making that bag out of the conflict, and it's entertaining at the end of the day, and you're just spoiling the fun. I'm a promoter. I'm gone. What people get a fight. But when you come, you bring peace, you bring that sense of reasoning, the center, and it kills my whole game. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be very careful of the knowledge that you have and the wisdom that you have and understand, well, this person is going to get down to that. So I'm not going to check that, but I'm going to be honest. If they ask me for my opinion, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to give it to them, but I'm going to try to give it to them in a way that it's not, you know what I'm saying, that they can handle it. They can say, oh, okay, the resolution, the conclusion of the resolution, right? Now, and the reason why, that exists, and another thing that exists that we have to support too is the doctrine. Remember that when you get up to the star energy center, right? That star energy center, that deals with connecting to the source, right? Or it also deals with doctrine and dogma. So doctrine. So people sometimes use doctrine and dogma, and they don't connect to the source. They have a hard time the source, right? So it's probably, right? Because, this is connected to the source. Okay, I'm gonna bring something up. So a lot of Christians are not privy of sense reason that Christianity is Christ. There's a lot of other doctrines that has to do with self within that particular church. You know what I'm saying? And that is, that's reality. When you recognize it, you can research, recognize it, at least you can recognize it and can help you see and help them along their journey if they want you to, if they want you to, if they honest and you can take it. So I'm gonna put it up. So we have what we call doctrine of Balaam. Where do we find this at? We find it, the first time I heard about Dr. Balaam, I saw it in in Revelation. In Revelation. Right? You should bring it up and do that. And I will do that. But let me just bring this up. If you put this PDF, the proof of this, bring it up. And it talks about like the biblical quote talks about the arrow of Balaam, and it gives you the story behind that, you know, and the errors in the way of Balaam, right? And if you read it, I'm not gonna go ahead and read it. That you have to, just Google Bible1.net and the Doctrine of Balaam, and read up on it because when you go into this, Scripture pertains to Dr. Bellum, and its tragic result is given in Numbers 25. So it has sources, Numbers 25, 1 to 3. So the present today teaching, the Doctrine of is one of the most widely taught doctrines in the church today, right? But now, the reason why I'm exposing this is you're going to see that in Revelation, right? And it talks about Revelation in the churches. Jesus Christ is against this. He's saying this is a problem I have with this particular church. So I follow this doctrine of death and the nicotine doctrine. And this was a problem. So, Christians know as their counterparts in the church in Pergamos, right? So if you go to Revelation 2, 12, 17, that they have been saved by the grace of faith, right? And nothing can change or alter this fact, right? That's what the doctrine of God teaches. Now, Christians presently possess eternal life, which can never be taken from them. This is what the teachings of the doctrine of God teaches. That if you become a Christian, right, you possess eternal life, it can never be taken from you because of the interchangeable nature of the spiritual life, which they possess. You know what I'm saying? This is what is being taught. A Christian, as the Israelite under Moses, have been saved by specific revealing purpose. Every Christian is enrolled in a race, engaged in conflicts also. God has made provision for Christians in order that they, at the end of race, they say with Paul. So this is a doctrine, and this Paul taught this, you know what I'm saying? This doctrine, this philosophy, and use it, and this is today modern Christianity. Modern Christianity teaches it. And this is what they teach. But the enemy is saying, on the other hand, is doing all with the power to bring about defeat in the lives of Christians. This is what this doctrine teaches. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, a lot of Christians and a lot of them are regurgitating this teaching that comes from the developer. Either they know it, they accepted it, they know it, or they just share. But when we read in Revelation, and I bring up the few letters, stop sharing. Okay. Um, So you get what I'm saying with this is that this is research and we got to keep going on. Let's see. Revelation, what is Revelation 2? Revelation 3, right? Revelation 2. Revelation, Revelation 2, right? And this. My mouse is acting up. Revelation 2, right? And what you got on 12 to 17, I thought it is. Let's do just 12, right? See? Okay, so the church angel, the angel of the church of Ephesus. So let me bring it up. And the reason why I'm going is because, I've been Israelites. And, I wanted just to share and say, hey, listen, bro, if you research a lot of the stuff to bring up, and you can more or less stand to reason a lot of things that we're not privy to, but it will help us along the way. You know, saying we deal with true Christianity. So the angel is the church of Pergamos, right? Now, what is Pergamos? You know what I'm saying? Yes, what is the church of Pergamos? These things said in sharp sword with two edges, right? When you talk about the sword, the sword is the word with two edges, means the two languages. It cuts you down with two understanding of two languages and linguistics, right? Let me look up Pergamos for 1 second. Okay, the church of St. John, grace to you. Today, I'm going to share it, but right now, Revelation to, but this is on Christianity. This is somebody breaking it down. But I've learned that the Methodist Church is what is called Christianity, the Christian Church. Okay? But anyway, going on further, right? This doctrine developed, right? And you see this, with the Church of Regulus, which is the name known as Christianity, but it talks about Christianity and in the Christian Church. This is the doctrine that they follow. This is the doctrine following. So the main force of the doctrine now is being promulgated in church states, teaching that future blessings and rewards have been made set aside for every Christian solely on the basis of Christ's ministry at Calvary, and Christian position standing in Christ. This is what they believe. This is it. This is their belief. You know what I'm saying? This is what's being taught. You know what I'm saying? So this is part of what? This is, again, part. This is the doctrine of which if you read Revelation, right? When you read in Revelation, if you read it, he's saying this was something that was not. Again, pick it up again, and I'll bring it up to the screen. Right. Well, again, here it goes. I should share this. Share screen. Here it is. Share this. While I'm sharing, yep, and you see it there, and you bring it up, and danger of the church of the Pentecost will fight, and these things said he that which had again the sharp sword, which with two edges. I know that works as well as even where sin is, and down where his is, and down hold his fast my name, has not denied my faith, right? And even those days within Antipas was my faithful apostle, who has slain among you, where but I have a few things against you. See, I have a few things that I gotta complain. A few things against you, because thou hast dared them that hold the doctrine of hell. We taught Balak to cast stumbling blocks for the children of Israel. Okay, you know what I'm saying? It's right there in Revelation. Right there in Revelation. You know what I'm saying? So, this is again, this is being aware of the doctrine and are fused within certain schools of thoughts, and you study it, and you get really in depth in it, you get to understand it. So another thing is, we spoke about again dualism. Saying God and the devil being again the two sides of two different sides of the same coin. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't have a God, the devil wouldn't be because of God, and the God that's great because of the devil. And so you see the flip flop. It's the same point. You know what I'm saying? So that again, dualism, those principles, you know what I'm saying, are being taught. You know what I'm saying? And this is how Christianity. This is how certain. When you hear people speak about this, that. This is you can sense this. And you say, well, where are they getting this? What line of thought? Where are they getting this down? How was it passed on in the churches, in the schools, and then you get to see it? Where is it coming from? The doctrine. You know what I'm saying? Well, you see it. So now you say, that's where it comes from. But the Revelation was, when you ascend, the Messiah was against that. You know what I'm saying? Not against it, just said, no, I got a problem with that. I have a problem with that. I got to fix that. So that's all I wanted to get into and say, you know what I'm saying, that, these doctrine and dogma, and when you connect to the source, again, that's natural nature. And a lot of times, we lean more to doctrines and dogma, you know what I'm saying, that way. But if that doctrine and dogma leads you to the source, then rock with it. I rock with it. But if it's not leading you to the source of things, it's natural nature, then gotta be careful. Because again, you gotta do shadow work. You gotta look at all the doctrines that you've been influenced in, and then you gotta say, okay, well, how does this help me connect to natural nature? Because at the end of the day, it's natural nature. You know, the all, everything the all is natural nature. You know, it's one supreme being. And with that said, I'm waiting for brothers to email me, and I'm going to start some classes, and we're going to go over the nature from the beginning, concept from the beginning all the way, and you'll see that, you know, what it does is put our thoughts in order. It puts our thoughts in order because the things in order, you get to see it, the puzzle, you get to see the whole picture, and we have to learn how to think like that. All on that learn, we have to keep thinking like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to put this piece together and thinking in order of things. Because we're gonna be alluded to illusions. You know what I'm saying? And I have to check it too. I can be alluded to illusions. And there's sometimes I would say something that comes out of a specific doctrine. You know what I'm saying? But I have to check myself. And I have to shower and I have to constantly check myself. Well, that's cool. Hey, peace, Tori. Peace, Tori. I'm low. Like, wow. Really? Wow. I'm sorry about that. Let me look at the microphone. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Yeah. I'm low. Huh? 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah. Okay. I have to set this away then. Wow. Okay. Okay. Listen. Yeah, man. Let me go into my settings here. Let me see what my mics are at. Audio. Yeah, 1, 2, 1, 2. Well, I'm here. I'm kind of like reaching a good couple of bars. But yeah, if it's low, it's low. My bad. My bad. I'm gonna go over it, and maybe in future I can probably revisit this again, and maybe I don't know why I said that. There's something that went down here with the microphone answer, on system, sound level. Here it goes, my volume here, my sound level. Yep. Oh, let me see. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? 1, 2, 1, 2. Let me see if you can hear me there. Let me see. Look at my settings, my audio. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Is that better? Because I just switched settings around. Okay, it's better. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry about that. You know, I don't want to go back into this whole build, but unless you have some specific questions. But yeah, we were talking about the doctrine of Balaam, and I showed it here. You can Google it, and that most of your Christian doctrine, most of your Christian fellows, you know, some some ministers and pastors, some of them might be aware of it, but a lot of the, Christians are not aware that the doctrine of Balaam is being infused in Christianity, and it's being used, and we have to be careful with that. We have to be careful. So we're gonna break it down. You know what I'm saying? I'll bring it up again. Um, Screen. Yeah. Sorry about that. On and on and on. Here it goes, the PDF right here, which is called the Doctrine of Balaam. So again, this is a PDF called the Doctrine of Balaam, teaching widely taught and accepted throughout Christendom today. You see, there was past teaching, right? And then today is being taught. You know, I have fought a good fight. I have strained every muscle in good conscience. I have finished my course today. I have the faith. I have intimately in righteousness. This is taught today amongst Christianity, the Doctrine of Balaam. But we already had read and ascertained that, there was a problem with that when you go to, let me bring that up. when you go and you look into Revelations, you're going to see a problem with that. You know what I'm saying? In Revelation 2, King James, right? And you go and you read that, here it goes. I'm sharing that? Yes, I am. Okay, and when you read that, you see, I know that word, and that dwellers, you can see on and on. And he said, I have a few things against thee to this church of Pergamos, which is the Christian church, because thou hast there them that hold the doctrine of Balaam. So within the Christian church, there's those that hold dear to the doctrine of Balaam. We taught Balaam to cast stumbling blocks before the children of Israel, to eat things sacrificed to idols, and to commit fornication. So there are those within the Christian church that hold firm to this. You know what I'm saying? And then when you read into the doctrine of Balaam, right? When you read into that, you get to see a lot of today, but when you hear the ministers, this is what they spitting out there in the public. You know what I'm saying? This is how they break it down. And you look at the doctrine right here, okay? And the present teaching on the moment, I say it's really, you see this here, the enemy on the land doing all the power to bring defeat in the lives of Christians, saying they don't take the secrets and work to make Christians qualify. They teach this narrative, that they're being attacked by they're targeting Satan, so and so. So that's the narrative that they're teaching. All of that is in the doctrine of the main facet of the doctrine of God, which is being promulgated in churches today, is teaching that future blessings and rewards have been set aside for every Christian, solely on the basis of Christ's finished work at Calvary and Christians' positional stand in Christ. So if you like you have a lot of kids that says, you don't know Christ haven't chosen you, so cannot get. So they feel that all of the future blessings and rewards go just to them. Just to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they accepted Christ. If that's part of that doctrine. You know what I'm saying? So we just gotta be aware. Okay? And not to be derogatory and tell you, oh no, oh no, you're Christian, blah blah blah. No, it's just that for those of us who research and want to know and want to again connect to the source, which is natural nature. See, because I teach natural nature and non-value sciences and about connecting to the source, which is law within law and natural nature, the ones that we be. That's how I get down. So you know what I'm saying? So and I understand that on the other side, the shadow side, it casts the shadow of doctrine and dogma. So I have to be careful with many doctrines, many dogma that can block us from attaining, knowledge of the source, the block of the source, knowledge of the source, from adhering or for acknowledging the source of it all, the one supreme being. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because the doctrine is blocking you. And doctrine like this, only 50% doctrine. You have to be careful. Even I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, even when you do the secularism tools, get the principles, the different doctrine, if it connects you to the source, block with it. And if you're able to understand natural nature from those doctrines, then block with it. But if it doesn't have anything to do with natural nature in it, be careful. If you're dealing with a shadow self, you do it to an illusion. You know what I'm saying? Fracture, line, very careful. I mean, I know myself very, very careful. So again, that's just for conversation for Dr. Novello. We're going to discuss this among Israelites. We can discuss it among Christians. You can bring it up and say, well, you're Christians. Do you know anything about the doctrine of? Do you follow what do you believe that good? Because I had a lot of Christians come to me. I said, not that I accept Jesus Christ, Jesus Christ accepted me. So I know you because he accepted me. And being that you're not accepted, he haven't accepted you, you don't know. You're not part of this. You know what I'm saying? You're, again, separate. You're a division. Because it's usually religious people that divide. Or it's usually the religious people that says, believer, non-believer, and so on. Also, I guess the next time we'll go into the Quran, we'll look at some Nicholas, and I'll recite it, and we'll break it down letter by letter, and that's the best purified Nicholas, and that particular knowledge. Okay, so with all that being said, I thank everybody for coming here, Tori. Man, thank you very much. Again, my brother over here, Major Key Boxing, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's my email, and what I want you to do, here's my email. I'm gonna put my email again because I want you to put up on your email because I'm gonna start these classes. Now, these classes, the prerequisite is free. You know, the thing, the only thing is that sometimes, offerings are very important because you give value to things. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to, whatever offering, $5, whatever, it says here's an offering because you want to give value. The more you pay for something, the more value you give it, right? So that's all is involved for these classes that I'm going to do for the prerequisite that we're going to take first with the Lambo series into the Bible interpretation and then go into the ancient. We're going to scratch the surface in the beginning like we're doing here now. And we're going to go in and it's about nature, natural nature. Nature. You know what I'm saying? And knowing. Because if you know, you want something new, you know nature, puts you in order, you become a natural nature being, and your mind is clarification. Clear. Okay, so peace. All the blessings to you, and just look out for the next. Okay, I don't know. I might come on later on. It's very much. So 8:25. I don't know. I might do it. It all depends. Build you. Okay. Okay. So dish.